Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking for space. It's Reed. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see...
Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road?
Pass on the way. It's picked off. taking it the other way. Touchdown, Pitt. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll bring it back. It's Goff. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Caught near the sideline, it's Lewis.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webb.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. 3rd down coming up.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Vols decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
All kinds of running room. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get to him. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's the end of the first quarter. 14, Tennessee, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Takes the handoff. It's Reed. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Well, jet sweep pass. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Panthers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Finds the tight end. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them, but I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The back goes in motion. On second down, looking to throw. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20, the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Volunteers will take over. First and 10.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I tell you, as a quarterback, it's going to be hard throwing the ball over the middle of the field against this defense because these D linemen are huge, and they've got long arms. That was like trying to throw over a 10-foot tall person. nearly impossible.
They're trying to get to it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the quick game.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They move the tight end all over. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's right on target. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Tennessee, 0.
Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this 1st drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the 1st half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Got his man downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the balls will hustle to the line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Got his man. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Volunteers are rolling down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Going up top on 1st down. It's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to throw it again. That's reeled in. It's Lewis. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown ball!
And I tell you what, team, unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot, I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And the punishment has been extended. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back. He'll take a deep shot here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Vols want to move quickly. They'll run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Slings it downfield. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Bunch formation for these receivers. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here.
Pittsburgh, 35. Tennessee, 7.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Offense working from the pistol.
Easy. Gaucho, gaucho. Timber, timber. Hustle, hustle.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense set on first down. Looking for space. It's Reed. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he's running in the open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Going to the run, it's Reed. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Now after the short completion, it's second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Quickly out to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive.
And it's his fourth interception of the game. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Pitt. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for room. It's Reed. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And they'll finally track him down and shove him out at the 2. After this, it'll be a wrap. Trying to barge in. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You